What's up, folks? My name is Trail, better known as Budget Bill, and today I have another stimulus update video for you. Today we're going to talk about the $500 IRS dependent checks that are starting to arrive for some people, as well as how the White House is still deadlocked on the decision making for the second stimulus package. That's our topic for today, but before we get started, if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome and glad to have you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can be a part of it. Also, be sure to like this video as it really helps the channel grow. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. What's up, folks, and thanks for sticking around. So it is Tuesday, August the 3rd, and this is your stimulus update news video for today. Well, it appears that Congress is still hard at work, or hardly working, with nothing to show for it. And even several members were working over the weekend as well. Overall, it appears that they have made no real progress, as there is no good news to report to the American people. There were several meetings scheduled on Monday morning, and to start it off, there was a 2-hour meeting with Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Mark Meadows, and Steve Mnuchin. They all met as the continuation from the previous meetings on Friday, in which both parties were angry with one another and blaming the other party. But it appears the meeting on Monday morning was somewhat better than the previous meeting. Word on the street is that they were comparing the HEROES Act against the new HEALS Act, and they went through each thing line by line. Now, after this meeting, it appears that both parties feel that the meeting was kind of productive, and they felt upbeat about the talks around the relief deal. So a small signal of progress is definitely there, but we just have to continue to keep our fingers crossed, right? Now, I don't know about you, but it seems like the only people we keep hearing from is Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin and Mark Meadows. But I must ask, why don't we ever hear anything from Mitch McConnell on these meetings? Is he not a part of the process and the negotiations? Isn't he the one that actually introduced the HEALS Act to the American people? Where are you, Mitch? Or they are scheduled for another recess break starting at the end of this week. So do you think Mitch took an early recess break? Well, speaking of that, does anyone ever see members of the Congress on vacation? Just curious. I feel like that would be an interesting thing to see one of them while they're on the beach in their swim trunks or their bathing suits. It's just a thought, but never mind. But seriously, the American people are really losing hope right now, as it doesn't seem like a deal will be completed before the August recess break, as several states are starting to see long lines at the courthouses as evictions are starting to mount up. Millions of Americans right now are at risk of losing their homes and becoming homeless, and all because Congress can't get their stuff together and get something done to protect our people. Now, even though there was some chatter today from some officials that it appears that they are getting much closer to some type of extension for the enhanced unemployment benefits and the eviction moratorium, but no public word just yet. And with us only having about 4 days remaining in this week, the options are becoming slimmer by the day. And then also, the Washington Post is reporting that Mr. Trumpy is looking into or examining his options around an executive order on to prevent the evictions and add payroll taxes in case they are unable to reach a deal with the Democrats. But what he ultimately wants is a side deal ahead of the stimulus relief deal. However, he is prepared for the worst at this time, considering all the prior talks and negotiations so far have pretty much been worthless. Well, I guess not totally worthless. They have to act like they're working to get those fat paychecks, right? But anyways, we will continue to keep you posted on what transpires on Tuesday, and hopefully we can have some uplifting news or hope for the American people who are struggling right now. So yes, moving on. I don't know if you recall, but I covered this on a few videos back about the IRS still has millions of checks to finish mailing out from the first stimulus package known as the CARES Act. A lot of people never received their first stimulus checks because either the IRS didn't have the right information to mail them, or people haven't completed their non-filers information on the IRS.gov's website, or for the fact that the IRS just simply f***ed up. They actually stated that they messed up a few things on the first round of stimulus checks, but they hope to have those things corrected by the time to send out the second round of stimulus checks. And because of that, I am now seeing several comments on my previous videos where it appears that people are now starting to receive their $500 dependent checks from the IRS. After all the time that people have been waiting for these things to come, some people are receiving their $500 dependent checks as well as their $1,200 big fat stimulus check. And it also appears that they are still sending people the infamous debit card as well. Which reminds me, if you are still hoping or expecting to receive your check from the IRS or the Treasury, be sure you are checking each piece of mail as it gets delivered in a plain white envelope. So before you assume it's just some snail mail that you receive in the mail, be sure to open all pieces of mail before you dispose of it. It could be your delayed stimulus check. Well guys, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoy these stimulus update news videos, please give this video a like, as it definitely helps out the growth of this channel. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is a great time to click on the subscribe button down below as well as the bell next to it so you can be notified every time I upload new videos. Again, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.